for the variety of its charms and the power of its spell. I do not know another place in the world that compares to it, is what Hiram Bingham, the American explorer who rediscovered the citadel of Machu Picchu in 1911, said. And now, this wonder of the modern world is one of the most visited destinations in America. Machu Picchu is an Incan citadel set high in the Andes Mountains in Peru, above the Riobamba River Valley. Built in the 15th century and later abandoned, it's renowned for its sophisticated dry stone walls that fuse huge blocks without the use of mortar, intriguing buildings that play on astronomical alignments, and panoramic views. Its exact former use remains a mystery. Located on top of a mountain in the middle of a tropical forest, it is considered the tourist attraction par excellence in Peru. A historic sanctuary is a place that captivates tourists not only for its dazzling architectural beauty but also for its important historical cultural legacy, which has led it to be recognized and admired throughout the world. Declared Cultural and Natural Heritage of Humanity in 1983 by UNESCO, it is probably the most amazing architectural construction of the Inca Empire. This citadel is made up of temples, palaces, terraces, monuments, complexes, and walls in addition to water channels, built with large blocks of stone, without any amalgam, proof of the great wisdom of the Inca civilization. Surrounded by forests in the province of Riobamba, Cusco, Machu Picchu annually receives approximately 1.5 million visits. It has an area of more than 30,000 hectares, where it is possible to find varied flora and fauna, as well as wooded areas, steep mountains, and snow-capped peaks. Located in the heart of the Peruvian Andes, the sacred Inca citadel, built around 1450 and discovered in 1911, still hides enigmas and mysteries about its real purpose, which continue to be hidden to this day and which arouse the interest of both visitors and archaeologists from all over the world. Due to its strategic location at the top of a high mountain, there are various theories about what it could mean for the Incas. Some argue that it was built as a great mausoleum for the Inca Pachacuti superscript Totec, while others claim that it was an important administrative and agricultural center whose cultivation areas served the livelihood of its inhabitants. However, it is also considered that it was used as a necessary link between the Andes and the Peruvian Amazon, or as a resting residence for the Inca governor. The truth is that Machu Picchu is one of the greatest symbols behind what was the impressive architecture and engineering of the Inca Empire. Although its origin is still the subject of study, the value and significance it represented in its time, as well as its imposing design, have earned it to be considered one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. During the tour of the sanctuary, one witnessed the most fascinating and incredible attractions, each one with its history and meaning, but all with great architectural beauty. In total, there are around 196 tourist spots within the citadel, among archaeological complexes, squares, temples, water fountains, monuments, and residences, all intertwined with each other and with the natural environment. When touring Machu Picchu, you can see 2 well-marked sectors divided by a wall of approximately 400 meters long, one oriented to agricultural purposes and the other more urban. The agricultural area is characterized by the presence of terraces or platforms that were used for the cultivation of various foods. Very close to this area, some small houses could have been the dwelling of farmers. On the other hand, in the urban area, the royal residence is located, which was the finest, most extensive, and best distributed house in the place, the Plaza Sagrada, the main ceremonial site of the city, the Intihuatana Pyramid, where the Great Solar Clock is located, the Grupo de las Tres Portadas, a group of buildings made up of 3 large portals, and the Grupo del Cubender, which includes temples for ceremonial use. Not everything is history and culture in this sanctuary. Machu Picchu is home to a varied and exotic biodiversity. This is thanks to its location, between the Andes and the Peruvian Amazon, which allows various species to develop. In addition, it has the Riobamba River that crosses it from east to west. This natural area is home to species such as the Andean fox, puma, bizcacha, spectacled bear, and white-tailed deer, among others. In addition to more than 420 species of birds, in which the conch of the rocks and the Andean condor stand out. Additionally, in Machu Picchu, there are around 377 species of butterflies, 15 amphibians, and 25 reptiles, of which 9 are types of lizards and 16 snakes. This wonder of the modern world has more than 30,000 hectares in which there are wooded areas, steep mountains, peaks, and snow-capped mountains, as well as tree species such as alder, white cedar, husk, yanei, and laurel, in addition to Unca, Ka+A, and taste forests. These flowers deserve a separate mention since 370 types have been registered in Machu Picchu, which is equivalent to 20% of the species identified in Peru. Orchids are found on the routes and paths that cross the sanctuary as well as in a natural reserve near the Vilcanota River. Here is the largest collection of native orchids in the world, according to the American Orchid Society.